a trip to Karuizawa in the winter. Karuizawa is 70 minutes from Tokyo by Shinkansen, a tourist area with very easy access. In winter, Karuizawa has many activities in which you can casually enjoy the abundance of nature. There are also romantic lights in various areas of the town. There are many spots you will want to upload to the SNS. Come and have experiences you can only get in Karuizawa during the winter.
New Year's Eve curling. WCT New Year curling in Miyota 2024. Final round robin match coming up for you right here, right now. Last curling game of 2023 in Miyota. And our feature match, Battle of the Unbeatens. Yui Ozeki taking on Sayaka Yoshimura. Is this a preview of the final tomorrow? Well, you'll have to come back tomorrow and see. But both of these teams coming in here, 3 wins and no losses. So it should be a very, very interesting contest between 2 very good teams. Still in pregame, last stone draws here. Well, that's pretty good. Not quite covering the pin. It's going to sit front button. Both of these teams with wins, 10 teams in the tournament. And then we get a look at some of the fans here in Miyota. Enjoying our last bit of curling. There we see this unique tournament. Takes 2 years to play. There's your dad joke. Starts in 2023. It ends in 2024. It is New Year's Eve in Japan. About 5 p.m. local time. So after this game, everybody will gather for New Year's celebrations. But for the teams that are in the playoffs tomorrow, the celebrations are going to have to be pretty brief and pretty restrained, because back at it on New Year's Day to wrap up this really unique tournament in Miyota. Started out with 10 teams, and they were divided into 2 pools of 5, playing a 4-game round robin. Top 2 from each pool of 5 advance to tomorrow's semifinals. And now the athletes are on the ice for pre-game
ワールドカーリングツアーニューイヤーカーリング in ミヨタ2024いよいよ予選最終試合となりました。 ここで両シートのスターティングメンバーをお伝えします。まずは B シート、赤ストーンチーム大関グランディール、リード園部ひな子、セカンド立田玲香、サード石垣真央、スキップ大関ゆい、黄色ストーンチーム吉村フォルティウス、リード小林美奈、セカンド大宮アンナ、サード小野寺佳穂、スキップ小谷優奈、続きまして A シート、赤ストーンチーム土屋、浅間ハイランドスポーツクラブ三代選抜、リード安西真奈美、セカンド大谷エリカ、サード柏木由美子、スキップ土屋海、黄色ストーンチームシュトラウス from United States、リードベッカ・ロジャース、セカンドシドニー・マルニー、サードアンナ・オハラ、スキップデルニー・シュトラウス。試合は8エンドゲームで行われます。熱戦を期待しましょう。グッドカーリング。
So, the introductions have been made, and good curling being wished for everybody. We're just about ready to get going. Team Ozeki playing the red stones. Team Yoshimura playing the yellow stones. And we are just about underway. First stone of this game, Battle of the Unbeatens. Kobayashi throws this one into the rings. Nakasunobe, little speed wobble there just at the hog line. She's tidying up behind her. Seen this throughout the tournament. Just on the edge of the 4-foot out turn, floated a little bit. It will not come back. So that flashes by the stone in the top 12-foot. And an early break. Little housekeeping going on there. Finding some debris on the ice or something. Something is certainly concerning them. What have we found? We're going to take it to the official. Is it a piece of kit? Something broke off something? I'm not sure. Who does this belong to? Some discussion here. Whatever is going on. Smiles are happening. Not entirely sure what's happened out here, but some concern. Rika Tateta. Well, this is an unorthodox start to a very important game. Teams have the luxury, of course, knowing that they're both going to be playing in the semifinals tomorrow. So this stone's coming back. I can only surmise that there was something that disturbed the rock in motion, and after consulting with the official, they're going to permit a rethrow. Sporting spirit of this sport of curling. So Sonobe having another attempt at the takeout, and this time makes contact. And it'll be interesting to find out what really happened there. I'm not entirely sure, but I did see on her previous attempt, on the one that went by, just as she released, she pivoted almost 90 degrees, and it was like she hit something with her slider. So after some discussion, officials decided she was entitled to rethrow that stone, replay that stone. Something had disturbed her unfairly. And now normal programming is resumed. Yui Ozeki from Tokyo. They've got last rock here at number 1. Teams contend just to trade hits. That stone now creeping short of the rings. As we said, 4 teams will advance to the semifinals tomorrow morning. Both of these teams will be playing in that semifinal. Regardless of the result of this game, the worst that one of these teams is going to be is 3-1, and that is well clear of the other teams in this pool. Team Strauss, Team Sushiya, and Team Minami. Come around attempt is going to slide deep. Again, down that straight track, it's going to... Will it hang around? No, yes, it's just out of play. So a chance for Team Ozeki to maybe tap or split that stone just short of the rings. Rika Tateta. Coming pretty close to nose. It's got a lot of weight. It's going to push it deep in the house. Might punch it straight through. And yes, it does. So back-to-back misses by the second players. Guard is still up. And now that's quite a bit further away from the rings, although it is still pretty tight. Enough for Anna Omiya to say, okay, let's have a try it coming around. Omiya, one of the great historic names in Japanese curling. Her father, Yoshiyuki, was a member of the Makoto Saruga team that represented Japan in the 1998 Nagano Olympics. And his daughter has played in the Olympics herself in 2010. Lots and lots of experience in this Sapporo foursome. Potato on her in turn. Really throttled back the weight from the tap attempt on her first one. This one is going to overcurl. Might squeak through the hole, not quite. Just goes nudge, nudge, and there's a collection of 3 stones just short of the rings. Down to third stones now. Kotani calling the play. Kahonadera. Going to be asked to play a very short raise. I think she'd like to hit this one just off nose. A little on the high side. Punch it on an angle behind the 2 reds. Perfect weight. They're waiting for it to curl. Don't want to punch it outside the cover. That's a nice shot. Comes to rest, full 8 foot. Leaving a relatively short run back, but they have ducked behind cover. Malishigaki. Trying this run. Slightly overcurled. Will it hang around? Get the friendly spin back? Yeah, just clings on the edge of the 12 foot. So Katani says, I don't really want to ignore it, but it is way, way out there in the wing. So I think they will, in fact, ignore it and try to come around those very slightly overlapped center guards. Onodera. Switching brushing now, trying to promote a little bit more curl and a little bit more finish. Gets it into shot rock position. It's very high in the rings and probably 3/4 available. Certainly half available for Team Ozeki. Good look at it now from the delivery end. A little more than half is available for Ishigaki. Love the shoes, gotta say. Very colorful. This one is curling and it's going to flirt with that center guard and will in fact wreck. Pushes the 1 red stone just biting, so there's 2 red stones biting the 12 foot. So Katani's got to be a little bit careful now. Even though they're just clinging on the edge of the 12 foot. Ozeki does have hammer. So you don't want to leave them hanging around necessarily. So they are going to make a play on the top stone. They've got 8 feet of house to roll to. Certainly appreciate everybody watching and joining. Really glad you're with us, no matter where in the world you are. If you're a curling fan in North America, extra credit for you. By my calculations, it's about 20 past 3 in the morning, and if you're watching curling, you are a huge fan of the sport, and we are really, really grateful that you're here with us. If you're in Europe, well, you're probably just having breakfast. So if you're a European fan, welcome to New Year's Eve and enjoy your breakfast. There's the hit. Here's the roll. Very nice. hides half. Short red run. The way the reds are angled onto the yellow, hard to see that removing both yellow stones, though. Of course, if you're in Japan, late afternoon on New Year's Eve. If you're in Australia or New Zealand, well, it's heading towards midnight. You're going to be the first in the world to welcome in the new year. So wherever you are, we know you're fans of curling, and we're really grateful that you've joined us for what in Japan will be the final game of curling in the year 2023. So 2 yellow stones. Belonging to Team Yoshimura. And after considering bumping the red, I think they recognized the same thing that I was speaking about. It was going to be really difficult to double them off. So instead, it's going to be the draw. This is a tricky path. If you get out in the 12-foot, we've seen it run straight, and that's what this rock appears to be doing. A little bit of extra weight. Now they're going to sweep it deep in the rings. They do want to hang around for shot rock, and they do. So good weight, but it is sitting in the open. Just completely available with quiet weight. Should be able to get across nose and get a little flopping behind that cluster of 3 stones in the front ring. Unikotani. Throwing 4 stones for Team Yoshimura. Well by the guard. Gets to nose, gets the tiniest of inside rolls. So, an important shot coming up here for Yui Ozeki. That little tiny inside roll is going to make the inside roll coming back that much more difficult. Now we can see it's edge to edge. So if she is going to get an inside roll, she's going to have to come very, very close to those front stones. And were she to ever clip those front stones, well, then it's a shot for 4 for the team from Sapporo. Well clear of the guard. She gets to nose, no inside roll. Oh, it is a single point. My apologies. Miscounting rocks. Hits and sticks. And it's a single point for Team Ozeki. And we'll reset my own rock counter for the second end. Team Yoshimura will take the hammer into 2. Team Ozeki leading it 1-0.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Light up your love for curling with our customizable neon LED lights from Letterlands. Choose your new neon mixed doubles partner or make a statement with a neon curling rock in your window. Also actual Letterlands. Use discount code WHOA for 15% off. Only at Letterlands.com.
And we are back. Nose hit. Play in the ring so far early in the second end. Hina Kobayashi. Nice corner guard. That will be something that the Kotani foursome can use. Pretty much in a perfect spot. Make a potato. Comes full forefoot. Dead even with the other stone in the rings. Nice shot. Omiya. Looking for the roll cross house, trying to close that up. That's very nicely played. Nice to enjoy some of the sounds of the rink, isn't it? Tateda hits the nose. And Team Ozeki now lying 2. Team Yoshimura trying to get something around that corner guard to make a long roll to get there. Now change of gears. We're never going to get the roll behind the corner, so they flip the roll to the outside and get a tiny little overlap on the redstone. Shigaki. Heard the scream of whoa right out of hand. That's usually a bad sign. She gets contact though, and it actually works out reasonably well. I'm not sure if the redstone is biting the edge of the 12-foot or not, but they are far enough on the edge of the rings where the Sapporo team says, well, let's ignore that. Put up a corner guard. Try to use that corner guard. This one's going to slide deep in the rings, hoping that it's going to curl a bit as it does. So it's back 12. Shot. Maybe a corner hidden. Good look at it there. Yeah, not quite hidden. Pretty much edge to edge. Yeah, that one. Oval girls hits the guard, jams on her own. Stuff happening everywhere here in Miyota. Well, that's a break for the Yoshimura foursome. Now a little bit puzzled. We saw how straight it is coming away from the boards, and so if he started a little bit on the other turn, it will move there. Chance for Kaho Onodera. He'll try to split the ring. Another player with a terrific amount of international experience. Stone comes to rest, full 8 foot, nearly biting the 4. No angle here for a double takeout, realistically. Yui Ozeki will just try to hit the shot rock and roll it right there. Now they're going to change turns. I guess the rationale there is that they've seen many more coming outside in than inside out. Always choose the path that you've got more faith in the line. Waiting for it to curl, but it just didn't get to nose. Thunders that stone out of the rings. Yunakotani will be very content just to trade hits for the remaining 3 stones of the end. That will mean a pair. And Omiya tidying things up down the slide path. There's Chris Pleiss in the background. Member of Team John Schuster, and here with Team Strauss this week, one of the 2 international teams that have made the trip to Miyota. Excellent shot. Maximum separation between their 2 stones. And importantly now, Yui Ozeki nose hits this one. It's only going to be second shot, so it'll be a draw to the 8 foot for 2, even if she makes this. So I think Yui will be looking for an inside roll. But she hits it a little bit on the high side, spills to the edge of 12, so it will in fact be a draw. With that stone rolling to edge of 12. Yunakotani's only going to need full 12 foot for a 2-point end. She's going to need to think T-line, even though she's got her own stone in the back ring. It's deep enough where you don't want to tap it. So she'll be just playing cold draw. Last rock of end number 2. Minako Tani trying to draw a full 12 foot for a 2-point end and the first lead of the game. Will the Sapporo force them if they can convert? No trouble at all. Tani throws it right on the lid, puts it on the pin, in fact, so that is a pair. Very nice shot. And Team Sapporo move out to a 2-1 lead after 2 in Miyota.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Ashland Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Ashland Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at ashland.com.
A trip to Karuizawa in the spring.
Welcome back to Miyota. WCT Japan New Year Curling in Miyota 2024. That rare thing, a curling tournament that begins in one year and ends in a different year. New Year's Eve in Miyota. Final draw of the day. Final draw of the round robin. 10 teams in the competition, split into 2 pools of 5. Both Team Ozeki, who are known as Team Grandier, and Team Yoshimura, who are known as Team Fortius, came into this game unbeaten, 3-0. Only one of them is going to walk off the ice unbeaten, but both teams are going to walk off the ice knowing that they're playing in the semifinals tomorrow. Hans Frauenlob here. Glad you are with us. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Stone hits and spills just off the rings. Team Ozeki, Team Grandier. And last rock here in the end, number 3, trailing by 1. Anna Omiya. Looking to set a guard and get a piece of the center line if she can, and she does. Covers just a corner of the shot rock, so there is an opportunity here for Reika Tateda. Hit 3/4 and flop over to the wing and maybe get behind cover behind the corner guard. Well clear of the guard. She's got contact, but I'm not sure it's going to hang around. No, it gets over to the boards, and that will go out of play. Curling, of course, has become really, really popular in Japan, not just as a sport for players, but for spectators. Japanese curling fans are among the most devout anywhere you'll find. They're here watching in person, of course, but on television, streams, anytime there's a Japanese team playing, there are lots of people supporting them. That is a very, very nice come-around draw. Nearly fully buried, and so good that really, well, it talked about the corner freeze, but now they're saying, oh, it's just too good. We have to get rid of the center guard. Tata, this one's running straight. Just tickles that center guard, moves it, but leaves it up there. So a decision now for Kutani. You throw another guard? I think so. Ozeki with last rock here in 3. Kao and Adara. That one will come to rest about halfway, leaving just the teaser of a port. As Kaho looks at her work. What do you think, folks? Can she shoot the gap? I think they're going to try. Shigaki. Oh, they just squeezed by. Terrific shot. There might have been a spark going by that corner guard. You can see her leave. Woo, that was close. Great shot. Yeah, that deserves a smile and a high five for sure. So close to wrecking. You see how close it came. Wow. Trying to duplicate the feet, and wow. Terrific shooting from both teams. Anything you can do, I can do better. Nice shot there from Kaho Onodera. Making it seem like that's a huge yawning gulf in that port, but it's not super big so far. 2 between the impediments, and this one, though, I think may catch the outside one. Yes, it does. So the third time, not a charm. Let's jam on the side in the 12-foot and keep this second shot in the rings. Opens up the center, at least. Was I wide? I think I said it. That communication's so important, and the feedback. We've said it before in the broadcasts, but honesty is such an important thing in this sport. It's an important thing in life. You don't need kind of false feedback. Did I set it wide? Oh, no, you're okay. Well, no, you actually did. Yeah, I was a little bit wide. And so being truthful with each other actually helps the team. If you need to make an adjustment, better to know exactly what happened as opposed to something that you hope happened. Kutani coming out really wide here. Have not been many rocks down this path, and that's a tricky spot, and it will go by and miss. That is not the first miss that we have seen down this side track in this tournament. Stones that get out there on the edge of the 12-foot, they seem to stay there. They just are very, very difficult. It's a tricky path for whatever reason. Nobody's really nailed it yet in terms of what's the right line for that shot. So that miss opens the door here for Yui Ozeki. All of a sudden, chance to get that 2 right back. This one's going to flirt with the guard, and she wrecks as well. Oh my goodness. So had the opportunity, but just could not take advantage of it. Crashes the center guard. Now Yuna Katani's going to get a second crack at this one on the wing. Once again, that feedback loop. That spot really moves. That spot really moves. Yep. Target brush in the center of the rock. I'm guessing she's going to be coming out turn this time. Yes, she is. And Naomi is saying the weight's down. Go on, Adata. Keeping the brush down. But that is the way to make that shot in that spot. Put the brush in the middle of the rock. Throw out turn for the right-handers. And it will just track straight. So a good adjustment there from Team Fortius. From Sapporo, which is in Hokkaido, the northernmost island in Japan. Hokkaido, a bit of a haven for skiers. They get into ferocious amounts of snow in Hokkaido, and really good snow for skiers. So tricky final stone. Hits, rolls away, and it is a no-risk steal. Steal of one for Team Fortius. Ozeki could not hang around. So after 3 ends of play, Team Yoshimura, Team Fortius leading it by a score of 3-1.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Light up your love for curling with our customizable neon LED lights from Letterlands. Choose your new neon mixed doubles partner or make a statement with a neon curling rock in your window. Also actual Letterlands. Use discount code WHOA for 15% off. Only at Letterlands.com.
Konnichiwa. Welcome back to Miyota, Japan. 4th end of play. Team Yoshimura with a 3-1 lead over Team Ozeki. Final game of the round robin. Playoffs to come tomorrow. These teams unbeaten coming into this final round robin game. Who is going to be the pool winner? Well, we're going to find out in about an hour. Yoshimura got a pretty unexpected steal, I think, there in 3. Just had 2 stones sitting separate. Yui Ozeki had to make a hit and keep it on the nose to counter one, but a little bit wide. Spilled away, and all of a sudden we go from a tied up game to a game with a 2-point edge. Hinako Sonobe, lead player for Team Ozeki. This team from Tokyo. This one's over curling. Well, they managed to get it by the guard. Katani was up to sweep it to get it off the center line, and the no-tick zone rule applied, but didn't make contact at all. Good sweeping. Big smiles from the sweepers on Team Ozeki. Said, yeah, we got it by. A wry smile from Hinako. It's like, thanks. Didn't want to have the tick of shame. You see how close it came to that center guard. So a bit of a cluster now behind that solitary long center guard. And Omiya throwing some weight. Clicks red onto red, pushes one out of the rings. Now there's a reasonably clear path to that yellow stone. Rika Tateda started to go and then felt footsteps. Well, she felt granite behind her. Rearranging the stones, reset, goes through her pre-shot routine again. And this down weight hit is on its way. Just off nose. And Ozeki lies 2. You're going to get a look at that long guard. That's as long as it can be, just over the hog line. No real chance for a double takeout here. Nose hit, gets a little inside flop. Ozeki will try to restore some separation here. Like about a 2.5 rock roll to the right. That's hard to say. Lots of weight. But hammers it right on the nose. So again, awkward angles. And you've still got that center guard creating problems. So don't think there's a double takeout here. Although Yuno Kotani thinks that she can get inside. Team Fortius. Omiya looking down from the other end, saying, I'm not sure if this shot's there. What do you think? Worst case, if Onodera clips the center guard going by, that's not awful. Not great, but not awful. Well clear of the guard. Just on the nose, that stone is moving forward one rock width at a time. Now nearly out of the rings. Now I think there's a chance for a tiny inside roll. Maoshigaki. And there is that little inside roll. Was almost too good. Popped out the other side. And maybe setting up a double takeout. It was difficult to believe that there was going to be that much roll available. That intern side so straight, but that roll popped out right out the other side. And Kao Onodera wasting no time. Locking and loading here. Good looking rock. And there's one, 2 stones in motion. Will it push out of the rings? Yes, it does. Very nice double takeout by Kao Onodera. This is worth another look. Well, we'll perhaps have to have another look later. It's a very fine shot. That clips center guard. So this end is turned right around. Team Ozeki were looking pretty strong. Had things clustered behind a long center guard, and the angles were looking good, but after the hit and roll by Nishigaki, popped out the other side, Kao Onodera makes the double. Nishigaki clips the guard, and now all of a sudden, chance to really set up for a force. Unikotani. Looking to split the rings. Doesn't mind if this goes deep. Doesn't want it too deep. That's a nice shot. Ordinarily, you're not that happy to let your stone go past the tee line, but in this situation, when there's a center stone up, deeper in the house, the better, because now a hit and roll will go deeper in the rings and give you more separation if it did manage to roll behind that center stone. So nice shot by Kotani, and well judged by her sweepers. There's some concern in that sweeping call. They're going to catch it thin, but I think they're going to spill out of the rings. Yes, they do. So now Kotani can change gears. Instead of splitting the rings, now you can use that center stone as an attacking weapon and draw behind it and maybe steal the end. Choosing the intern path, that is the straighter path. I guess the rationale there is if you do manage to hide even half, that turn is so straight, if you try to chase it and dig it, it's going to track straight, probably never curl, and you could wind up stealing too. So down this path, I would think that the best that Yuna can do here is hiding half a rock But if she can do that, that would be outstanding. Big sweep, but the stone comes to rest from front 12 foot. Now, is it possible to double those off and spin off the rings and get a blank? I wonder. You don't want to get too cute. You just gave up a steal in the previous end when a relatively straightforward hit went a little bit awry. Hit it squarely in the pocket. You get your one. It'll be a force, but you'd be pretty happy to have it now. Yui Ozeki, last rock of the fourth end, trying to make a tricky double takeout to score a single point. Big weight. And an excellent shot, and she does get the spin. Now, I would measure that if I were them. She might have gotten that double and the spin away for a blank. I think we'll just wait for confirmation. If I'm Team Ozeki, I'm asking for the biter measure. Even if the other team says, you've got the point. Say, oh, I want to make sure. I'd rather have the blank. So I think they will get the biter measure out. So, very good shot. And that possibility was always there, that the way those two stones were angled, that after the double, it was going to spin a little bit forward, which it did. Made a little tiny spin back at the very, very end, as it usually does. Question is, did it spin all the way back to the paint or not? Well, we're about to find out. Well, they've reached their conclusion. I'm not 100% what the conclusion actually is, so we'll wait after the break to confirm the score. But we've reached the halfway point here in Miyota, and it is Team Yoshimura holding a narrow lead.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Well, we're at the halfway break here in Miyota. And there we see some of the signage from this tournament reminding us that, yes, this is that rarest beast, a curling tournament that begins in one year and ends in a different year. Finals will be tomorrow, New Year's Day. It is New Year's Eve in Miyota. Tournament started on the 28th of December. It is now New Year's Eve in Miyota, 31st. This will be the final draw final game of curling in Japan in the year 2023, as far as I'm aware. Pre-midnight last hit curling game going on somewhere else in the country. We're not aware. You see the scoreboards in the background confirming that that was indeed a blank end in the fourth end. So after the biter measure, that worked out very, very well for Yui Ozeki. Made the nice double, spun forward, and it stayed off the rings. And so that's the best possible result. So Team Ozeki will carry last rock into the fifth end. The measuring sticks have been in hot demand here in Miyota. We've done a number of games and we've had some interesting measures. Seen the biter measure come out more than once. Glad that you're with us wherever you are. New Year's Eve in Japan. In North America, you've got a few more hours to go before you get to ring the bells and welcome in 2024. But here in Miyota, you're about 6 hours away from welcoming in the new year. Both Team Ozeki and Team Yoshimura, Team Fortius. They will finish 1 and 2 in this pool. Only question is, who is going to be 1 and who is going to be 2? But because they've clinched first and second place, they already know that they've qualified and they're going to be in the semifinal game tomorrow morning. But it's certainly a matter of pride to be able to say that you ran the round robin phase and went 4-0. So they will both be battling hard to try and get the win, carry that momentum into the semifinal tomorrow morning. Mina Kobayashi gets it underway here in end number 5. Playing into the house, bringing it in full forefoot. Nice shot. We've always got props for the leads after the halfway break that come back onto the ice and throw it in exactly the right spot. So often you see the first stone of the end after the break being thrown heavy. But that one from Kobayashi was spot on perfect. Sonobe makes the hit and rolls it over to the wing. Nice shot. Kobayashi going to make a play at that stone. Makes the hit, rolls it into the 8-foot circle. That one is going to clip and roll out. So nothing in play. Do get the feeling that Team Ozeki would not be disappointed to be able to blank this end. Keep that last rock in the even ends. Anna Omiya Competed in the Vancouver Olympics in 2010. Sits up full 12 foot. A very straight up and down fifth end so far. First rock into the rings, and the team's just content to play hit for hit, really. Good way to bank a little time clock, and as I pointed out a couple of minutes ago, I think if I'm Yui Ozeki, I'm pretty happy with this. Chance to blank, keep the hammer into 6, and then really go for it. Rika Tateda looking on. And Omiya looking on. Looking to leave this stone close to the rings, but high, so Yuna Kotani changing gears now, recognizing that Ozeki is going to be content just to play it up and down and try to blank. So she says, all right, I'm going to have to do something to force the action, and that means we better throw a guard and see what she does. And what she's trying to do is just peel it right out. So that tells us absolutely that Yui Ozeki is thinking blank. Tateda does a very nice job on that peel. Kaho Onodera. Another center guard, about 2 feet short of the rings. Very steady player, Kao. Very even demeanor. Very rarely do I see a bad slide from her. Another peel attempt. That one slams the target rock a little bit more firmly, but spills away pretty much out of danger, although tempting enough for Yuna to say, well, why not try to hide a corner around this thing? Well, it will in fact be a center guard. I thought, yeah, it's pretty brave to try and go around that corner, especially when your opponent's got last rock. So once more with the center guard, and once more very well done. The ever-reliable Kaho Onodera. Now Ishigaki, now being asked to try the peel. This one's over curling, I think. Across the post now. Making a peel the hard way. Acknowledges by raising her hand, saying, yeah, okay. Wasn't really what we were going for, but So that peel attempt, covering a piece of the 8-foot, and that says that's enough for me, thinks Yuna Kotani. Reasonable amount of curl as it heads towards the boards. So I believe the play is to try and tuck it around that corner guard. We'll see as she sets up. Follow with the guard. They're sweeping it to make sure that they don't promote the redstone.
Nice. Nice. 落ちてる。どっちか。いいのか。一個一ついいよね。いいと思う。こっちさ、なんか若干曲がってるよね。そう。曲がってそうだった。どうする？相手この辺。そこでいいと思う。テイクするか我慢するか悩みるかね。
I have to say I'm slightly surprised. Slightly surprised that Team Ozeki is going to try to duck around this corner. The Yellowstone just delivered by Kotani is sitting just off the ring. If you ever slide narrow and touch the yellow, it's going on the rings for sure. And they hit you back, and it's a fourth. Are they by? They are. Very nice shot. Real bravery shown there by Yui Ozeki. She had to flirt with that yellow stone to make it. Two-thirds hidden.
9か10か。10にしよう。10？ うん。気持ち返ってくるくらいか。意外と返ってこない。返ってこない。
Replay.
10で。
Outside in. Yellow run back. We put this brush right in the middle of the rock. It did not curl very much. We've seen this track a few times now.
10.
Heard the communication. Ju in Japanese. You want to throw? Oh, they nearly lost it. I hear the panic in the sweeping call at the end. It made that little move late. Pushed back and just clipped out that stone. So it was a nice shot. The last 10 or 15 feet were pretty exciting. So now it will be the blank. And there you can see the expression. Yuna Kotani. Come on, you're going to lose it. Nice run back in the end. Picked off the shot rock, and now it will be a simple throw through. Team Ozeki. Blank the fifth end and carry last rock into the sixth. The 5 ends are in the books. Team Yoshimura lead it by a score of 3-1 here in Miyota.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, Bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Light up your love for curling with our customizable neon LED lights from Letterlands. Choose your new neon mixed doubles partner or make a statement with a neon curling rock in your window. Also actual Letterlands. Use discount code WHOA for 15% off. Only at letterlands.com.
伸びてるよ。2本欲しいぐらい。いや、半分ぐらい。いいよ、3分。かけるなら曲げ欲しい。いや、曲げる。あ、オッケー。ナイス。何秒ですか？お、飲みます。
The sounds of curling.
意外と。止まってそうに見えたな。いや、何秒ですか
？We're holding a 3-1 lead over Team Ozeki. Battle of the Unbeatens.
来るよ。2半。
New Year's Eve. Miyota.
ボディよ。今いい感じ。できるだけ前で。
Using that stone to stop in the 3-yard zone, but it creeps onto the rings.
そうだね。こっち？もっと取ってほしい。もっと取ってほしいな。あ、そうか、ごめん、間違えた。
Here where you can hit, make a double takeout, and maybe leave your stone in the 3-yard zone as a bonus.
逆でもだ。
A lot of curling to do, though.
いいよ。
Still.
ちょっと強かったね。滑ってるね。滑ってた。いいよ。
So another chance to set a shorter stone. And Omiya.
2半から来るよ。2半いいよ。ない感じ。ないよ。ない感じ。ちょっと曲がると。曲がっちゃいそう。ちょっと高い。曲がってるわ。2半。お、食べたいな。オッケー、そうだ。はいだけ。もう止めたい。フリー、イエス。あ、ナイス。16.4。
Yes, that was nice.
先端じゃないね。割るな。1個詰める。ちょっと見たいな。そうね。そしたらちょっと攻めた方がよくない？方がいいんだよ。まあ前はね、かな。分けてもいいし。41。42。あ、こっちは前か。41。
Sneak it by the center guard.
Yes. Bounceして。
Nice bounce, but that's a very nice shot.
フリーズかな？ちょっと前でもいいね。14。
Hannah Omiya. Try to follow this one down, I think.
ノバン。オーダー。ちょいこツンってなる。オーダー。止まってはきた。フリーズで。 あ、ナイス。
Please. What a nice shot. Back beauty.
できればそうしたいね。どうしよう。
Appreciative applause from the fans in Miyota.
触ってもあり。ここでフリーズしたら1点しか取れないもんね。
それかちょっと緩めで下げるだけでする。中間ポイントとして。
確かにそれもあり。でもどうだろう。ちょっと内目に当てるからさ、こういかない？これがいく。の方がチャンスあり。そこまでちょっと動かしたいんだよな。11とかどう ?11 悪くない。曲がんないからね。
Oh no, Shiaki might have thrown down this pass earlier in the game as we take another look.
ちょっとまで下げたいよね。下げたい。ロールとかでこれ1になったらちょっとやだ。
Lovely freeze.
ロールできれば大丈夫。
11かな。11
Followed up by an equally good shot from Anna Omiya.
ちょっと曲がり弱いよね、こっちね。そうね。絞っていこうかな。
I think if you can get to nose or just across nose with back 12-foot weight, it's kind of what you're looking for here. Very, very tight brush here.
11だね。36。
Redstone's going to stick around no matter what kind of weight. Jumped it out of hand, but go straight down this track. Put it back into that little run.
いや、ごめん、もうちょっと待ってたな。ウェイトね、10.3 だった。ごめん、早いね。
Rolling away from the pile, and that's really not what they wanted because now it's a really straightforward short tap, yellow red.
これちょっとこっちに弾ませて、これちょっとだけ下げる？出しちゃったらダメ？出しちゃうのは。出し切った方がいいか。
Angled so well, you can
ないのか。赤から。
choose.
これはあるけど結構あるんだ。
You don't have to make that play right now.
タイム取る？
赤木屋さんのダブルはあるの？
これはダブルあるよ。
見てはいるよ、全然。
インターンから越えていく？ごめん、後だ。角度がわかんないんだけど。石半個。ちょっとありそうに見えるな。ある。オッケー。こっちなんでいい？
こっちか？
オッケー。当て位置薄めではあるね。結構薄いわ、薄い。
Great communication between the teammates. The second that Yuna Kotani held her brush in the air and showed Kaho and Adara the angle of the stones, the light bulb go on immediately. Say, oh yeah, okay, I get it now.
こっちは？フリー黄色返すの。です。Nice.
Terrific shot. Well imagined, well played. Kaho and Adara.
一旦乗る？そうだね。
Both red stones and losing close line to
これがティーのコツ。なるほど。逆にする？これ下げとか、でも一個後ろごと出されちゃう気がする。逆ロールがいいな。そうしよう。10？こっち曲がるよね。そうね。曲がり始めたら曲がる。
Hit it in exactly
ちょっ
the
とファ
right
ースト入れ
spot.
とく。そうだね、ファースト入れといてほしい。
12:19 time clock.
クリア中。
This is going to be on the corner guard.
めっちゃ
Goes across the ring. It's going to hang around for third shot.
これの前にガードか。ちょっと使っ。
Mashigaki, that's the second time this game she's thrown down in that part of the rink. Outturned towards the boards where it's really overcurled. Now for Onodera to set a guard.
ちょっとキープしておきたいな。
Feel for this thing would be huge right now.
近いな。そうだな。3、4。3、4に入りそう。4。いや、でも投票がいいよ。4。そう。5だ。4。
little deeper, I think, than they would have liked.
そうだね。
Covers the target rock.
トップかな。あー、でもシュート残すと、いや、崩したいからトップで。うん、トップでね。こぼしチンよりちょい外くらい
Certainly a chance for a double takeout here. Not sure there's a shot for a triple takeout.
うん。まっすぐ行く。はい。どこ行く
Just going to get the one.
あー、ごめん。
Yeah. Kills it across the top. That's an opportunity lost. Jackie.
そうの分にはいいもんね。うん、そうだね。
Good chance there to remove a couple.
ちょっと取った。
You know, Kotani won't mind. He's okay. I'm happy just to throw a guard. Kobayashi holding the brush.
っていう数字。いや、すべてこう。14半ぐらいだね。14半ぐらいだよね。そうだね。カモの15だっけ？そう、15で入ったら入りそうな感じだった。14後半。よし。
Don't think she'll want to get this one into third shot position like the previous one. I think she's going to have to keep short of the ring.
ちょっと外流れる。ちょっと曲がりそうだ。やるぞ。
That's a little bit of a bonus there. Got it off the center guard and actually made the guard.
Yeah, そうなんだよね。あ、でも
A bit of good fortune there for Yui Ozeki.
前から行った方がいいかも。うん、前から行くか。うん。
Perfect redirect.
どうする？これ2個狙う？うん、狙いたい。
この辺から急に曲がってましたね。
そうだね。
フィートぐらいから。
Narrow. That was way over curling and it just feathers off the guard. All of a sudden you've got a perfect guard.
なんか相手噛んでたから。
Sometimes it's your day.
うん。あー、じゃあ。ノーズよりね、ちょっとこっち。オッケー。当て位置でいいよ。ここストレートだから。
Not the kind of shot you want to be throwing when you've got last rock. Run back double takeout.
Yes, sir. Whoa. あ、待って、どこだ？あ、こうだな。7秒。今よりも、あ、さっきよりも1本取った。オッケー。
There will be one more attempt at the guard.
ちょっとね、曲がり取っちゃいそうだから、ちょっと
Unit can see the line. He's not going to be able to quite so easily get a redirect off the short guard this time. Kobayashi looks on.
さっきの4ぐらいありそうだったな。うん。
Left the curl a bit. Do they have protection? I think they've covered at least a portion, but can she get to nose through that port? I think we gotta try it.
インターンカルでもいいし、曲がないからアウトカルでもまあいけると思う。アウトカル行きたいな。どっちがなんかダブル。アウトカルで早取れ。オッケー。インからです。めっちゃすごい。インから？ああ、待って。いや、ちょっと待って。向こうで見てから決めて。マージンはインターンカルか。いや、 や、インの方がいいか。
取っていいと思う。アウト
With a shot rock.
ここどう？アウトなら。
アウトだよ、アウト。
こっちだよね。
もう、いや、
あ、定位置ここ見えてる。
あ、定位置ね。見えてるよ、余裕あるよ。
もうちょいじゃない？
Making sure which turn they're going to throw. That's pretty important to know.
ダブルね。
Will be the out turn. In turn straight, but you'd be close to the guard.
落ちる落ちる。
That one a little bit close. Trying to go across the top now, but it will jam. Is it going to move it down up onto the wings?
ああ、いいよ。キル1で、はい。
One.
黄色1で、はい。
Didn't quite see the rocks before they're kicked away, but yes, indeed, it is a steal of one for Team Yoshimura. So they enjoy a 4-1 lead here in Miyota.
Calling all curlers, novice to pro. Ashland Curling Supply's patented rotator disc system lets you customize your slider right in the store. Velcro attachments make it easy to find the sliding platform that's right for you. Shop Ashland Curling Supplies, 700 McPhillips, online at ashland.com.
A trip to Karuizawa in the spring.
New Year's Eve.
あー、ちょっと大きいわ。待って。ほう。何よ。
Grand Deer.
バウンドできる？つくぐらいだな。あー、そっか。まっすぐ曲げるわ。まっすぐやな。こっち曲げたい。曲げたい。オッケー。ナイス。
Two good lead skills there from Yui Ozeki.
収めた。じゃあ、4-2を収めよう。ここフリーズとかかな。フリーズね。ちょっと下げ。あー、でも、ちょっと点差もあるから一個サイドガード置いといた方がいいかもしれない。でもこれ塞がれるとちょっと。あー、でもサイドないと結局1点しか取れなくなる。あー、まあそうね。行こうか。
It's definitely gambling time now for Team Ozeki. Point end is essential. Gamble can force a half shot.
かなり曲がってる。
Really glad you're with us, wherever in the world you are. It's a bit of a novelty to be enjoying curling on New Year's Eve, but thanks to the good people of Miyota, that's exactly what we are doing. Emerges.
2半がいいな。あんまり高くない方がいいよ。曲がってるよ。すぐ曲がってる。ラインキープしたい。2半。高いよ。
Maybe going to overplay just a fraction. No, that's perfect.
16.9。これなんか、真ん中かな。の方がいい気がする。これ選択がってるからチップできないか。あ、違う、なんでもない。オッケー。ちょっとね、下げたい。9くらいかな。オッケー。曲がるよね。9ね、38とか。39、38。
Question about that stone being on the center line or not, but then they counted stones and realized this is shot number 6. So free guard zone rule and no pick rule. No longer a rule.
早いわ、8点。今ね、8点上がるよ。大丈夫。まだ。8点。まだ早いな。 まだ早いな。ちょっと待ってよ。
Well by the guard.
チップしたい。
Now they're going to try and go around the pile. Do they have an audible? They got around, but it is heavy.
早いね。いいよ。
Feel into the hack.
ヒールで
Not the kind of miss that Rika Taneda was looking to play, that's for sure. Corner guard in time now for Team Fortius.
ちょっと待ってよ。ちょっと。ごめん。OK、ナイス。
Oh, very nicely done. Gets rid of the guard. Cross rings. Some real difficulty, and I think we're going to have a timeout here.
あっちに行けるんだもんね。
あれこっちまで来れるんですか？
なんかね、あっち来れる。
来れるはず。まあこれかなとは思う。
Just listen in.
まず押し下げたいよね、やっぱり。これ強くまで下げたい。カマーいやー、でもカマー厳しいな。相手はもう何もないからフィール狙ってくると思うし、ジャブ狙いでいくしかない気がする。いや、でもこれかな、多分。そうだね。ここから2点取りたいな。
これちょっとタップ
でいいですか？ね、バックエイト。ウェイトどこぐらいまで下げたらいいか。じゃあウェイトは8ぐらい。じゃあ今のウェイト。
ここからです。今移動時間。
ハックで下げて、そしたら相手はテイクしてくる。前切るでしょ？そしたら、だったらちょっと崩す。ジャブがあるようにフリーズするか、一回ガードするか。
Question is how far, how hard.
とにかくジャブ狙いで生かすしかないな。ハックだから、今の言うとハックくらいあったよね。今 12.2 です。ハックよりありそう。もうちょいしたら落とすか。
Other option if it's curling more. Draw around them.
伸びてる。前パツだけ気をつけてます。395。
遅くないですか？
もうそういう気がする。いや、36だ。
Careful weight at the top stone, top 12 foot.
そうだ。レカちゃん、今のは私の多分測り間違えた。
OK。375とか3ぐらい。OK。
Riko Tateda sends to the hack. She's going to be asked to play, I'm guessing, probably backline weight. Gotta get by that guard, though. No, she's going to crash. Team Fortius happy just to stack them up along that center line.
ちょっと詰めてはある。もうちょい詰める？この赤って切んなくていいよね。いやー、いいんじゃないか。いや、一応あるけど。いやー、カマできないよね、多分。いや、いい気がする。
Now they're talking about coming around the corner. I don't understand that at all. No, it is a play into the center. At the relief. Oh, Naderis says that's over curling. Keep it. Line's more important than the weight. Tap, tap.
13!
Keeps the front two stones lined up well, and that was the really important thing on that shot because that means they're available for a double raise easily for themselves.
出されちゃう気がする。オッケー。ぴったりフリーズかな。こ
こっち曲がんないよね。
っちあんま使ってないんだよね。
それ6番ね、オッケ
ー。このぐらいかな。4-1。
多分。
それ狭くてもいい気がするけど。
バウンドしたくないからな、前に。
4-1?
うん、4-1。
Looks like the shot's an attempted freeze on the shot rock. Get right in front of it.
ちょっとない。
Now, Ishigaki.
外投げいいよ。いいよ、いいよ、いいよ、6。いいよ。こいつだけ。ちょっと早いよ。こいつの手を。
Great line.
Okay.
A little bump. Overstepped that one, if anything. Good shot.
406。4。黄色はなさそうに見えるね。黄色からか、前
Angles
捨てじゃ
are
か。
very, very awkward.
ありそう。
To deal with.
ちょっと芯こっち当てれば、芯っていうか3分の2ぐらいに当てれば。
それが。I don't think it's good.
いいと思う。忘れね。最初のはちょっと早い。
9かな。
それもあるね。それもある。
Hit half the yellow on the outside and the yellow, yellow, red. That's what they're looking at. You sacrifice those lovely lined up stones in the process, but that might be what you have to do here.
こっちの方がいいのか？
ありそうではありそうだね。半分ぐらい？そうだね。
半分？
The good news is you know the outturn's going to run straight. If you do want to play this game, it's a good idea where you want to put the brush.
結構薄く当てるから。薄めなんで。こっちちょっと膨らんでそうだから詰めといていい？ここぐらいにやってたもんね。
I'm sure they're talking about, well, let's think about the game situation here, team. We're up 3. We need to get cute here. Sacrifice our front stones to get rid of the red one. Even if we open the whole thing up, that's okay. Still in a pretty good position to force them. As long as we get the red one out. Brilliant expression of Tahoe Onodera. Oh my goodness. Missed the target entirely. Went to the audible, tried to get directly to the stone, feathered off the top, got some contact, unlocked the stone at the back. That's a lying one. Wow. One from Tahoe took it on that straight track. And feathered the front. I'm actually pretty fortunate to get a piece of that red rock at all. It opens the door very slightly for Team Ozeki. Not locked in the open. Shigeki's going to try to use those as guards and draw around them. Hard at the end. He's already on the front. Trying to get it on the rings is a plan B. Don't think it's out counting the other one though. On the right hand side of the picture.
A は真裏？真裏？ B は行き過ぎるよりはこのかぶるぐらいでこっちでもいいかな。
But the path to the shot rock's wide open.
ちょっと爪足りないかな。
Yuna Kotani makes her way down. Deliver the 4 stones. Good look at what she sees. loved her slide. Now this one's going to stay pretty straight. Now looking for the outside roll.
Nice.
Job done, remove the rock.
そうね。うちロールだね。外からの方でもできれば内から行きたいけど。
You get the feeling that the best that Team Ozeki is going to be able to do from here is 2.
ストレートって分かってるなら分かってる方で行くと。こっちで。オッケー。ウェイトダンス 9？ いやー。10か。10がいいな。しっかり石残したい。ストレートだよね。うん、多分。こう、っていう話。相手情報じゃないが。
In turn on this side of the sheet towards the boards. So Yui Ozeki is going to have to be quite precise. This is a very tricky spot. There's the hit, there's the wall. Oh, nearly got it behind cover.
もうちょい。あ、オッケー。幅見えてる。入れてもいいぐらいだ。そうだね。前に当てられないね。でもなるべく当
Managed
て
to
ない。
hide just a corner. Good look there from the hack
フィー
end.
ルだと微妙なの。いや全然大丈夫。見えてるよ。このぐらいに安心して当てられるウェイトって感じじゃない。同じ10でいくか。オッケー。
Another look at that hit and roll.
10で。
If you're Yuno Katani, you're not worried at all about sticking around. Happy to stick the sliver and push the red out of the rings. Do not want to flirt with the guards by any means. And she does clip the guard. That's a disastrous result, but this gives Ozeki a chance at least to have a glimmer of hope in this game.
全部かな。オッケー。こっち幅どうだっけ？見つけばオッケー。これ曲がらないのか。
No shot for two. Definitely a shot for two.
真央さんのやつ。幅どう？ 8？ 私投げた時何本あったっけ？真央さんのが4日で。プレス、まあ結構スイッチ。こっちも曲がるよね。真央さんより幅取ってるよねちょっと。じゃあ4秒かな。幅どう？幅広い？余裕持つならいいけど。そうだね。バックっていうか当たってもいいよ。持ちないとバックな気持ち1本詰めてもいい気がするが。ちょっと詰めようかな。8。で4秒。白まで。
Seems like a routine shot, but it's never routine when you've got the game on the line, really. This is a must make. It's doing it the hard way, but it is a pair. Ozeki close it up, and it is a 4-3 lead as we head for home in Miyota.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
匂い感じないですけど。
ハーブみたいな匂い。
もう本当に綺麗なんですよ。
Light up your love for curling with our customizable neon LED lights from Letterlands. Choose your new neon mixed doubles partner or make a statement with a neon curling rock in your window. Also actual Letterlands. Use discount code WHOA for 15% off. Only at letterlands.com.
以上。外からちょっと出るぐらい。オッケー。あ、ごめん。あ、ごめん。いや、一回入れちゃう。いや、なんかね。
Welcome back, Miyota. New time to play. New Year's Eve in Miyota.
その黄色何番？
WCT
これね、
Japan New
バック
Year
ホー半分ぐらい。 あ、オッケー。じゃあつけるかい。フリーズスのありだよね。でもフリーズだとかなり低欲。オッケー、じゃあ
Yoshimura holding a narrow 4-3 lead
そうね。
over Yui Ozeki, who scored 2 in the 7th. Really like this.
今のやつでいいわ。
Very interesting final end. 4 minutes left on the time clock. Definitely enough.
いいよ、オッケー。いいよ、1、2、2、ちょっと伸びそうだな。ちょっと曲げたいけど。いや、待ってた。伸びそう。ちょっと待って。
Nervous giggles of relief all around. Shigaki hit the deck, but she didn't hit the rock. That's the main thing. Your guards up. Anna Omiya to sweep the throw. One will come onto the tee line.
14点差。したいね、フリーズ。ついたら T。つけだとね、ワン取れなさそう。ちょっとしてもいいか。フリーズ。そうね。ちょっとバックで取っとく感じ。オッケー。
Mina Kobayashi's had a very nice game at lead.
4秒。4-1。外からだと曲がるからちょっと。4-1だな。4-1、4-2。
Coming into the ring.
あんま話したくはない。ああ、いいよ、いいよ。
Pretty nice shot.
ナイス。あ、ナイス。ナイス。半分ちょい薄ぐらい。
Pocket of yellow stones now in the 4-foot circle. Anna Omiya. It's 2 stones in motion, clips off the top stone. Nice shot. Actually goes up onto the boards. Now the eternal debate. How many guards do you throw? Certainly you throw another one here. As we discussed in some other games, though, stealing an end is hard enough in this sport. Stealing consecutive ends, super hard. So in the back of the mind, I think for Yui Ozeki is, okay, I like the way things are setting up, and yeah, I know we have to steal, but let's try to keep the possibility of stealing 2 alive for as long in the end as we possibly can. That's the motivation for pushing the stones back to the forefoot. Create a little bit of room in the forefoot button area. You might be able to squeeze 2 in there if you get some good fortune. So a bit of a teaser showing the shot rock, but Yunakotani knows where the danger is, and it's not in the house. It's short of the house. Saying if we hit it 3/4 on the high side, both the reds will go and we will spill our own out of the danger area. Anna Omiya. Clean is a word you always like to hear when you're a sweeper. It means the shot is virtually made, and that is a beauty. Potential game winner there from Anna. Nice shot. Just another day at the office. Terrific, terrific double clear. And now it's a patience game for Team Ozeki. Now Ishigaki. Try to set another guard and hope beyond hope that you get some kind of a beak or some kind of a miss. Good center guard. Again, showing the shot rock, but that's deliberate.
私わかんないよ。前ね。うん。幅もうちょっと取ろう。いや取りすぎも怖いけど。ちょっと外重かったね。ね。
でも 4.4 であそこだから。
4443だね。レカちゃんは赤がワンって言ってる。でも私は微妙だなと思って。
43。
伸びるんだね。伸びるよ。
いいよ。
ちょっと
いいよ。上げていいよ。3、2半。
いいよ。2半3でいいよ。あんま近くしたくないよ。
近めで3。待ってね、棒でいいよ。3。
ちょっと最後曲がっ
いいよ。
ちゃう。
落ちてきたよ。2半。
最後曲がっちゃう。
2。
わあめっちゃ曲がる。
キープしたい。
曲がっちゃう。
あ、オッケー。
いいよ。1個したいよね。なんかガードしたら多分ドローだろ。赤だねこれは。赤。全然赤。2パターンよね。ガードかちょっとタップして相手に最後ドローさせるか。
ここだってバックあるから相手。
そう。ここにここにタップしてこれを追っかしつつ
待って。
つけるのもあり。そしたら相手ドローか。
まあそうね。
ここにつけたら相手ここ置いてもワンにならないから。
でテイクでヒットロールしてワンにしても取らないから。
でもこれ開くのが渋いよね。
絶対開くのが嫌だ。でもう何もしないでガードするか。
いやガードはバックあるドローだからな。ちょっと狙わないといけない気がする。
まっすぐ押したい。
ウェイトだね。
7。
相手がここ来ても
最後ドローしかない。
ワン取れない。
ここに置きたい。
そうね。まで運びたい。
幅8ぐらい？狭い？
ウェイト8ぐらいでいいよ。8でいいんじゃない？ゆっくり投げていいよ。
42742伸びてるから。
ウェイト何秒で来る
？7、8。
8番ぐらい。
曲がるからね。424142。
ちょっとあるかな。9、クリーン。
7、8、
クリーン。
8、8、9、開いて。おー。
あ、ごめん。リリース。
ある。
オッケー。あれフィールで大丈夫。落ちると？トップで。落ちそうだな。ね、もうちょっと詰めるか。詰めていいと思う。後ろにジャムっても大丈夫。オッケー。オッケー。ちょっとそうだね。膨らみそうだね。
そうだね。
ここは落ちてるわ。
白3で。
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.